Michael Jackson was the most famous human being on planet Earth. But behind the moonwalk, behind the music, behind the fame, there were secrets so bizarre, so shocking, and so hilarious that most people never knew about them. These are 5 facts about Michael Jackson that will completely change how you see the king of pop forever. Let's go. Fact 1. The most powerful government in the world was so scared of Michael Jackson that they secretly watched his every move for over a decade. For over 10 years, the FBI kept a secret file on Michael Jackson. Not a small file, a 600-page document tracking his movements, his relationships, his phone calls, and his private life. The government treated him like a criminal before any charges were ever made. When the file was finally released to the public after his death, people were shocked at how deep the surveillance went. Think about that. While Michael was moonwalking on stage and breaking world records, federal agents were sitting in rooms reading reports about his every move. The most famous entertainer in history was being watched like a spy. Fact 2. Paul McCartney taught Michael Jackson how to make millions. Then, Michael Jackson used that lesson against him. Paul McCartney and Michael Jackson were close friends and even recorded songs together. One day, McCartney casually told MJ that buying music rights was the smartest investment anyone in the music industry could make. He explained how owning songs meant earning money forever. MJ listened carefully, said nothing, then went away and did his homework. In 1985, Michael Jackson spent $47 million to purchase the entire Beatles song catalog, every classic Beatles song ever recorded. Owning them completely, Paul McCartney found out and was absolutely devastated. He spent years trying to buy his own songs back and never succeeded while MJ was alive. Michael Jackson took his best friend's advice and used it to buy his best friend's greatest treasure. The friendship never fully recovered. Fact 3. When Michael Jackson died, the entire internet broke, and Google thought it was under a terrorist attack. On June 25, 2009, when news of Michael Jackson's death broke, the internet simply could not handle it. Google's system detected such a massive sudden surge of people searching his name that their algorithm flagged it as a coordinated cyber attack. Twitter crashed completely. Wikipedia went down. TMZ, the website that first broke the news, collapsed under the traffic. In the history of the internet, nothing had ever caused that kind of simultaneous worldwide reaction before. Not wars, not natural disasters, not elections. One man's death brought the entire digital world to its knees in minutes. That has never happened before or since. Fact 4. Before Robert Downey Jr. became Iron Man, Michael Jackson desperately wanted the role, and he almost got it. In the 1990s, Michael Jackson had a dream. He wanted to play a superhero on the big screen. He approached Marvel directly expressing serious interest in playing Iron Man. But it didn't stop there. MJ loved the idea so much that he actually tried to buy Marvel Comics entirely, the whole company. He wanted to own it. Imagine a world where Michael Jackson bought Marvel before the billion-dollar movie universe existed. He was turned down, and years later, Robert Downey Jr. took the role and changed Hollywood forever. But for a brief moment in history, Tony Stark almost moonwalked onto the screen. Fact 5. Michael Jackson once walked into a museum and tried to buy a dead man's bones. And he was completely serious. Joseph Merrick, known as the Elephant Man, was a real person who lived in 19th century in London with severe physical deformities. After his death, his skeleton was preserved and kept in a London medical museum. In the 1980s, Michael Jackson contacted the museum and made a formal, serious offer to purchase the skeleton. Not as a joke, not as a prank. He genuinely wanted to own it and bring it to Neverland Ranch. The museum said no, obviously. But MJ didn't give up easily. He reportedly came back with a higher offer. They said no again. To this day, nobody is entirely sure why Michael Jackson wanted a skeleton in his house, but honestly, at this point, does it even surprise you? Government spies, buying his best friend's songs. Internet crashes, almost becoming Iron Man, and trying to buy a dead man's bones. Michael Jackson wasn't just the king of pop, he was genuinely one of the most fascinating humans who ever lived. If you learned something new today, smash that like button and subscribe, because next week we have 5 facts about something that will shock you even more than this. See you in the next one.